Good morning, timeless travelers. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I'm Trish with Trish's Timeless Travels. Sorry you guys, I didn't close the vlog out yesterday. I was wore out by the time I got back. So we are on our way out to go do a site inspection at Universal Studios Resorts. We're gonna go to 3 hotels and show you what the resort looks like, the rooms, things like that. So stay tuned and we'll be back to do that here shortly. Okay guys, we have made it to the Royal Pacific Resort. So we're getting ready to go in here, find my business development manager, Jill Mullins, and then get this tour started. So we'll see you guys in just a second. I've got Zahir is actually going to take my crew and we're going to head out. So Zahir, what are we going to see?
Alright, so we're going to see the lobby, we're going to see the front desk, luggage services. Obviously I'll take you through the restaurants, the pool area, some of the amenities, give you some of the details about the property, obviously the features and benefits, why to sell it back over to your clients and how to make it easy for them and why this is a great option for them. So the first thing you're going to notice on the right hand side is our vacation planning center. That's where your guests, if they book a package through UPRV, they're going to be able to retrieve their tickets. So if they did a Superstar shuttle, when they arrive to the airport, they can pick up the packet there. Essentially, it's all their tickets, dinings, all that fun stuff is in that packet. But if they arrive before 7 a.m. or after 8:30 p.m., they'll actually retrieve it at the Vacation Planning Center. That's a Universal team member. So they can reprint tickets, they can answer questions, sell you lanyards, all the fun stuff at the Vacation Planning Center. And if you follow me down this way, you will also make arrangements for around the area. If you need to make any dining reservations, things of that nature, the concierge desk is available. They're normally open sunrise to sunset. Probably took a break right now, though. And then on the left-hand side, you will see our front desk. So that's obviously where all the guests are going to check in and check out for the day. But more importantly than that, at the front desk, when the clients actually pick up their room keys, they actually get resort-wide charging privileges. So if they want to give it to the kids and they want to buy a dinner or grab something to eat, or at the park, if you want to buy a souvenir, you can actually attach your credit card to the room key, and then they can actually deliver it back to the room for you. So it makes it a little convenient. And obviously this is our premier property. It's one of my favorites. It is the Royal Pacific Resort, which is more South Asian theme, right? So think like Bali, something like that. You can see the beautiful woods, you can see the elephants. Don't forget about the elephants.
Don't forget about the elephants.
It has a really nice South Asian theme to it. Just clean, open atmosphere. And if we keep heading down this way, so you will see the Tuk Tuk Market, pronounced Tuk Tuk.
Tuk Tuk Market?
Tuk Tuk Market. That's where you can get a lot of good grab-and-go options. So if you want to get a box of sushi, some snacks, coffees, sodas, drinks of that nature,
okay,
you can actually pick it up at the Tuk Tuk Market. And what's important here is that if you see right on that little station right there, you will see our refillable drink cup.
The refillable cups, okay.
Exactly. So the nice thing about that is that it works for an entire 24-hour period from the time they activate it, and they can actually get sodas, they can get water. It actually includes coffees and teas as well. So it's a nice option that's purchased here. I believe it's like $11 for the cup, but a good option for the clients, just to make it easy, because you know how kids are. They just want to take a sip of something, so you might as well just get a whole cup and use it for a whole day.
So if it's a 24 hours, after the 24 hours, do you just have to come back and pay for another 24 hours? So it's like $11 a day or $12 a day?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can essentially use the same cup, and it has the RFID on the bottom. They just sell you the new chip, and then you can go back to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine and you can start refilling your drinks.
Okay.
Yeah. So follow me this way, por favor. On your left-hand side, obviously, you'll see our Avis desk as well. So if our clients do want to rent a car to go see the beaches around Florida or other destinations, they're welcome to pick up their rental here. You can actually reserve in advance, and then they'll have the car waiting for you here as well. They'll bring it to the hotel.
Oh, okay, awesome.
And right in front of us, you will see Orchid Court, which is a great option for sushi, for some drinks. You can see they actually have just refreshed the area as well. I kind of like to refer to those things as, you know, the glue sticks that you use? It kind of reminds me of that, but it's a beautiful setup. Obviously wide open, very calm, peaceful. The resort has Wi-Fi throughout the area. So if you want to grab a sushi or some drinks, you can just take a seat, enjoy it right here. And I have at the Royal Pacific Resort 1,000 rooms here. What we're going to actually see right now is going to be a standard room. And one of the biggest benefits of staying at the Royal Pacific Resort or any of our premier properties, really the main reason a lot of guests actually book these properties is because they get the unlimited express passes. So that allows you to skip the lines at the majority of the attractions throughout the park. So imagine Transformers, Spider-Man, something like that. If the ride is like 60 minutes, by having the express, you usually wait about a third of that time. And the other benefit of that is that the express pass, if you buy it like a la carte, it's usually over $100 per person per day. But by staying here, it's included as part of your stay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Right, so come on in. This is a standard room. This is considered inside of VAX. You're going to see this as a standard water view. So all standard rooms have 2 queen-size beds, so that can hold up to 4 guests. But we can actually have a 5th person in the room as well, and that's done by getting a rollaway bed. So a rollaway bed is done from the front desk, and it's requested through them. It is an additional charge, don't quote me, but I believe it's $25 for the rollaway per night.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look at that.
And obviously, the other great benefits of having a Royal Pacific room is we have coffee makers, we have complimentary mini fridges. Just makes it easy, a lot of good storage, and the theming is great, right? Again, back to that Bali, South Asian Pacific theme that we have going on. Obviously, USB charging ports, makes it easy. Little desk as well, so if you want to set up your laptop and do a meeting, just convenient. In addition to having our craft beers, they also hold a beer expo a couple 3 times throughout the year. I don't know what the price is, but the nice thing is they have a nice selection of beers. It's usually in the evening time, so even if you're in the neighborhood or you're staying at a sister property, you're welcome to come over and enjoy the beer festival, if that makes sense. And sorry, Jake's is available for lunch and dinner. And now what we're actually going to walk through next is the Islands dining room. So for Islands, think more Asian fare, right? Sushis, pad thai, things of that nature are actually going to be over here. But Islands is available for breakfast and dinner, so they don't do lunch. So you still have an option throughout the entire day on the property if you want to get a sit-down meal. So we'll go by the pool now. Great thing about our on-site pools is we actually provide a lot of great amenities for you, such as towels, sunscreen, swim diapers, so you can kind of almost come down from the room, enjoy the property, and don't worry about grabbing everything and bringing it down with you unless you want to bring a floaty or something like that, right? The pools also have a 0 entry, so ADA compliant, makes it easy for any guest to enjoy our pools. And then you can see right in the middle, that's the Royal Bali Sea. That essentially is the splash pad for the kids. We have another gift shop downstairs, so if you do want to pick up souvenirs or toiletries, anything of that nature, it's available down here, but also upstairs, well, right by the front desk where we check in. And if we continue this way, we'll actually be passing a couple of great amenities of the property. On the left-hand side, we won't go inside, but essentially it's our fitness center. And the nice thing about the fitness center is that it's available to all guests throughout the stay, and it also has a jacuzzi in the back. So after you do a nice workout, if you want to kind of take it easy and not be by the poolside, you're welcome to enjoy that. And they also have showers as well. So that's a great benefit for our guests, just because day of check-in, as we mentioned earlier with the luggage services, they can hold your bags. But if you just want to get that like airport or travel off of you and want to go take a shower, you're welcome to do it here. So again, another convenience of booking a premium property. It makes it convenient for all guests to get over from the Royal Pacific over to City Walk or the theme park. All they have to do is go down that path. They can jump on the water taxi, and the water taxi runs through the entire day. So with early park admission, which is 1 hour ahead of the park's opening, all the way through the closure of City Walk. In normal pre-COVID time, that's usually about 2 a.m. when the clubs close, but the water taxis run continuously throughout the day. But of course, we have shuttle buses as well to make it convenient for them. So the Mariners Club essentially is a nice place for the parents to have a night out by themselves and have our team members here actually watch the kids for them. Now it is a separate fee. I believe it's like $15 per kid per day, but essentially they can have an evening out, right? They can go to City Walk, they can get dinner, they can watch a movie, something like that. This is where the Mariners Club is at the Royal Pacific Resort. Each of our premier properties, so the Portofino Bay, the Hard Rock Hotel, and the Royal Pacific essentially has one of these, and they rotate for a 2-week period. So just because it's not available here doesn't mean that it's not available at another premier property. So kind of think about that for your parents who, you know what, they're going to be here for 4 days, maybe one night they need a date, something like that. This is a great option for them. I'm trying to get it, so it's a little difficult to get it, but I'm sorry about that. But I do want to go through it with you. The beauty of the Jurassic Park Kids Suite, there's about 20 available on property. That thus is why we weren't able to get one today. But the nice thing about the room is that essentially it's 2 rooms in total. So the main room, when you come inside, has a king size bed, and then there's an adjacent connecting door which has 2 double beds in there. So it's nice, right? So that way, if again parents want to kind of have their own time, and then there's actually like a hatch, like you see in a submarine. You can actually close it. The beds themselves are shaped like bombs from the movie, right? So it's fully themed out for the kids, but more importantly, thinking from the parent aspect, is that the only way in and out of the room is back in through the king room where the parents are, for safety, right? So you don't have to worry if you want to enjoy and take yourself. The only way for them to get out, if they want to go sneak out or something, is right past you. So I think that's good for a parent, right?
Right.
To keep that in mind. And in that room in total, in the king room, you can have 2 adults or 2 guests, excuse me, and then the small room for the kids, there's 2 more, so essentially 4. But again, you can add a roll-away bed and essentially hold 5 guests in that one setup. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And sorry, one other thing as well. The other benefit of staying at one of the premier properties is actually our club level access. So the club level access to the Royal Pacific, the beauty of the club level access is it's actually located on the 7th floor, so a little secluded. Your ID, your room key actually has to get you up there. But the benefits of that is in the morning time, they'll have a continental breakfast, so yogurts, cereals, things of that nature, juices, coffees are available. And then throughout the day, they also have snacks as well. So if the kids want to go get a pretzels or chips or waters and sodas, because let's be real, at the theme parks, they're like $10 for a bottle of water. I'd recommend grabbing a couple of those, take them over to the parks. You can come and go as you please. And in the evening time, they also have beer and wine service as well. So again, nice little benefit if you want to add that on for the families. And again, that's a room category that you can actually set up through VAX.
All right, we've made it over to Cabana Bay. So we are about to go into the Cabana Bay lobby and do our site inspection over here. So I'll be back with you in just a second.
Because it's a big property, Cabana Bay Beach Resort, so this is considered a prime value resort. So remember, at the Royal Pacific, it was a premier property. This is a prime value, so you still get exclusive benefits by booking at one of our resorts, like the early park admission gets you on 1 hour ahead of the general public. You still have the luggage services over to the back left corner, front desk with the resort's wide charging privileges. That's still included. The only difference is that this property doesn't include the unlimited express passes. So which is still a great option because this hotel essentially provides 3 room types. You have your standard room, which has 2 queen size beds. You have a family suite, which essentially holds 6 guests, and then you have a 2-bedroom suite, which can hold up to 8 guests. The difference with this property versus Royal Pacific is that property allowed you to get a rollaway bed. This property has no rollaway beds whatsoever. But it's still a great option because instead of getting the rollaway and paying $25 a night, you might still just get a family suite that can hold 6 people, a lot more space, and you don't have to pay the additional fee. Essentially, this is a 1950s, 1960s retro themed hotel, right? So you can see the swizzle lounge off the left-hand side. Kind of has that retro feel to it. A lot of vibrant colors are going to be all throughout the property. It really is going to make you go back. And obviously, as you heard earlier, a lot of music from the 50s and 60s. You know, you're going to have Elvis, things of that nature as well. This is our courtyard pool right here. Obviously pre-COVID it was available. Right now it's actually closed. But the beauty of the courtyard pool is you'll look off on the left hand side and you'll see our atomic grill. So similar to all the other properties, ability to get burgers, fries, nachos, things of that nature. They have drink service. They can bring those out as well to you. Right in the middle you'll see our huge water slide. So great option for the kids to play and take it easy. The lifeguards are always on duty. We also have the 0 entry to the pool as well. So again, ADA compliant. And if you look off onto the right hand side, again, pre-COVID, that is kind of the kids play area. So they have, they do activities in the evening. They can play ping pong. They can play shuttleboard, Connect 4, games like that to kind of keep the kids occupied as they play throughout the park, day at the pool, excuse me. And then again, if you look all the way off on the back edges, you'll actually see the cabana. So again, available for rent, right? Nice, secluded area for the families. They have TVs included as well. So if you want to do a birthday party, celebration, whatever it may be, that's a great option as well for them.
Let me zoom out real quick. So fun fact about this Starbucks here, if you see this wall over here that kind of looks like Connect 4, it's actually not. It's actually the stages of a coffee bean. Unroasted, ready to pick, light roast, medium roast, dark roast. So it's kind of cool.
Work for the sodas and the waters and teas. It also works on the icy machine as well. So great option for the little ones, right? They want to have a little sugar rush in the evening, they're welcome to get it. And I think that's easier than just buying a cup one time because it's available for the 24 hours that I mentioned before, right?
Awesome.
In the courtyard pool, there's actually a fire pit. I'm a little bit old school. I like the fact that the kids might be able to disconnect so the family can actually purchase a s'mores kit, take it out there, put it together. It's a little family bonding moment, kind of recap your day, but there's also Wi-Fi as well in case somebody wants to play on a tablet or something like that.
Cool. So different stations in here, hot off the grill, pizza, the taste, international eats, the deliciosa, and the delicatessen. So this is a really, really cool option. Salad bar, I guess it's already put together. You don't do it on your own. So this is a really neat option. I really like this one.
Of the property, that 1950s, 60s theme. They're constantly playing old commercials from the 50s and 60s, playing Gumby, things like that. So things that you can probably teach the kids, right, about what it was like back then.
Cool.
Makes it easy.
It is great.
And of course, the Bayliner Diner is available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All right, Bayliner Diner, breakfast for both lunch and dinner. It's huge, lots of seating. Even with social distancing, it looks like you got a lot of seating, so this is amazing. I like it.
It's actually our largest on-site game room, and the best thing I think about this one right here is you can actually redeem your little tickets for prizes as well. So bring home the plushes, things like that.
Real old school.
Yeah, very old school, yes.
So is this one open during COVID?
This one is, yeah. This one is open. That's a great option, right? So it's nice for this property, like you were saying earlier, for the families, because you can kind of keep everything in-house between your dining, your entertainment, having access to the pool, and the convenience of being at a Universal Orlando resort. The other great amenity about the Cabana Bay Beach Resort is the Galaxy Bowl. So 10 lanes, it's not included as part of the hotel. It's a separate charge. I believe it's like $12.99, something like that, for you to rent an hour for the lanes, include shoes, things of that nature. But also for this as well, you can actually, if you want to do for a big family get-together, you can actually reserve it in advance. So if you want to kind of lock off a couple of lanes and have a fun game night with the family, you can do that as well. On-site game room. We also have the largest on-site fitness center as well. It's actually the Jack LaLanne Fitness Center. I don't know how many people know Jack LaLanne, but he was a fitness guru from the 1950s and 1960s. So essentially we use his inspiration to create the Jack LaLanne Fitness Center as kind of a memoriam to him as well. But in addition to that as well, we actually worked with his widow, Elaine, and she actually provided, we'll see it right now, a lot of memorabilia from Jack. So what you're gonna see inside is kind of his trophies, his accomplishments. Apparently he was a police officer, I didn't even know back in the day as well. And of course his exercise videos are also playing on the screens in the back. So if you look down that way, that's actually the walkway to the courtyard pool that we've seen earlier, right? So if there's a couple of different ways for guests to get over to the two different pools. If they want to enjoy the courtyard pool, they can book an interior room. So in about a minute or so, we're gonna take the elevator up to the room. But the benefit of this corridor right here is that if the guests are coming down with their bathing suits on, they can use this walkway and go to the pool, versus if you look over the edge, that's the lobby right there. So it makes it a little more convenient, especially at the end of the day when you're done using the pool. You don't want to walk through the lobby.
Oh, how neat.
Whatever, and want a little bit of privacy as well. This is just a nicer path to get down. We're going to see an interior entry, poolside family suite.
Got it.
So again, this is the interior entry poolside family suite. This room sleeps up to 6 guests. So you have the 2 queen size beds that can hold up to 4 guests. And what I like is that you have the pull-out sleeper sofa, and that sleeps 2. But even better than that is if you want a little privacy, or the kids or the family, somebody wants to watch TV over here, you can just slide the glass door, and you can have a little bit of privacy. Okay. So again, family suite, right? And again, it includes different amenities like the kitchenette over here. It includes coffee maker, a lot of storage. But what I like even better than that is the bathroom setup. So you can see here, the toilet has its own door, the shower has its own door, and you have the sink in the middle. So everybody can kind of get ready in the morning at their own pace and still have a little bit of privacy, but still enough for the entire family. Kids to play, splash pad, 0 entry. I'm gonna keep saying the same things over and over. Swim diapers, towels, all the sunscreen, those amenities are provided for you, right? So it just makes it a lot easier for the family. See the beach chairs.
I'm gonna say this one's got the beach going, got the sand.
View. Don't forget about the view.
Oh, the view of Volcano Bay. The volcano is right there. Beautiful.
The interior rooms that we just checked out right now. Essentially, this is a combination of standard rooms and family suites. We just seen the family suites, so again, makes it easier for the family. Always lifeguard on duty. You have the hideaway bar and grill, so again, you can get your burgers, sandwiches, things of that nature, snacks for the family. You also can get drink service brought out to you as well. And then you'll see in the back corner, that's where the lazy river is as well. Yep. Is they actually are getting the floaties. The floaties aren't included. It's just a separate charge. So if you want to enjoy it that way, but obviously you can just ride down the river.
So the lazy river, the kids get the floaties at an extra charge.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly. Standard room.
Volcano Bay standard room. Okay.
Actually have a laundry service you can actually do. It's kind of like coin laundry, right?
Okay.
Which is nice because if you plan on, having family stay for an extended period of time, didn't hit the button, makes it just easier to kind of drop off your laundry, leave it over there, maybe go get a drink, and then come back.
Okay. Do you know how much the laundry is?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, but they do sell the Tide Pods and all that stuff there.
Okay.
So just in case.
Because my subscribers know that I don't take home dirty clothes. I always do my laundry when I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, because as soon as I get back, I gotta do laundry right there.
You were right. It is worth it. That is a view beyond a view. Goodness and mercy. This is gorgeous. Look at this, guys. Wow.
I love the colors. Oh my goodness. Isn't this nice?
Gorgeous. Let me get out of here, white sweetie. Gorgeous.
You can't beat this. Direct view of the Krakatoa volcano, and you have ceiling to floor windows, which is beautiful.
I'm gonna have to get an actual photo of this. All right, so we are at the Dockside Resort. So this is the last one we're gonna see today. So we're gonna head on in.
We're at the Endless Summer Resorts, which are made up two sister properties, Dockside Inn and Suites and Surfside Inn and Suites. Surfside is closed right now. This is Dockside. Essentially, Dockside has 2,050 rooms, so a lot of options. They had 2 room types, standard rooms and 2 bedroom suites. You're going to see both of them. You're going to love both of them. Essentially, Dockside, again, if you look over to the left, we have luggage services again, so we know what the benefits and the features are of that. The vacation planning center, the front desk, so kind of the same setup. You got to have a Universal Studio store to get your toiletries, souvenirs, etc., etc. But really, the beauty of Dockside, this is considered a value property. So Cabana Bay was a prime value. This is considered a value property. I think they labeled it wrong. It's just a beautiful property. The finishes are nice. The quality is really amazing. The layout is amazing as well. And essentially the difference between Dockside and Surfside is Dockside, essentially you're thinking, okay, you're by the dock. It's the warm tones, right? It's the woods. It's the wood sculptures we have in the background as well. So nice open layout, and you're gonna get that theme throughout the entire property. So we'll see the rooms, we'll see the amenities, kind of like we've done before. But I love this open area right here, just because if you think about your families or a large group, this is a great way for them to gather when they're checking in or a day of checkout, to kind of get together. And of course, what could one of our properties be without a Starbucks? And look how huge that Starbucks is. My wife actually took an amazing photo of the Starbucks one time and posted it on her Instagram because she thought it was beautiful, right? What you're going to see off on your right-hand side now is the Sunset Lounge, and really the theming behind the Sunset Lounge, again, we're thinking the Dockside, right? So kind of think nostalgic, retro, Volkswagen. The color is actually themed after like a Volkswagen, and you see the lights across the top, they're supposed to be the headlights from like a Volkswagen car. Pier 8 Market. So as I mentioned before, the Dockside Inn and Suites is considered a value property, but we kind of keep that theme going throughout everything you see here. So what you're going to see is the seating area for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, different stations to get as well, but more importantly, for our families are a little more price conscious, everything that's on the menu is essentially around $12. So we're not going to get like $15, $20 plates. This is reasonable, it's easy, it's convenient, and obviously being on site, you get the same for benefits and privileges of early park admission, resort-wide charging, so those are all included. You can actually make your own milkshake, but of course on the edges, you want to really grab and take.
This is the two-bed suite that will take 16.
Okay. This is my room. It's the Gregory gang.
Okay. I like the nice color.
And really the benefits of this room are going to be a lot of storage. So if you look under the beds, they're hollow. So it puts your luggage away right, so it doesn't get in the way for the family. There's hooks around the rooms as well. Just very well thought of and great qualities as well. Again, this is the standard room with the 2 double beds. But it does truly feel, if you look at the like the shiplap across the back or the paintings, right? It feels like you're by the dock, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love how they thought about little things like little hooks against the mirror, so you put your backpacks or your handbags, whatever it is. You can put them over there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, once again, you were right. It's worth it. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Don't kill yourself.
So with the 2-bedroom suite, the beauty here is going to be essentially you have your main room here, which has the 2 queen-size beds, which can hold up to 4 guests. And obviously you have the kitchenette area again, right, with the shelving, with the picnic table, so it just makes it easier. And I love the fact that this room is separated, right, so maybe mom and dad want to stay over here. Just give them a little bit of privacy at the end of the day. Of course, plenty of storage, plenty of space, the kitchenette, the microwave, the mini fridge. At the premier properties, once upon a time, they all used to be an upcharge, but now we've included that and obviously carried that same theme across all of our properties, which I think just makes it easy, right?
Right.
Now we're at the Oasis, and again, all the amenities included, your towels, your sunscreen, swim diapers for the kids, everybody. You have to see in the back, there's a splash pad for the little ones, obviously loungers, that where this property is, the Dockside Inn and Suites and Surfside Inn and Suites, this is where, if you, I don't know if you remember Wet and Wild, our water theme park, that's where this used to be. This is actually where the parking lot was located. So for us to pay homage to Wet and Wild, what we've done is actually at the Oasis bar, we've named drinks after the rides, so which I'll show you in just a moment. So kind of something neat, right?
Hey guys, so we are done at Universal Studios Resorts, doing all of the hotel tours. I hope this was helpful as you guys try to plan your vacations. If you want us to book your vacation for you, definitely hit us up on the website, trishstimelesstravels.com. And if you are interested in becoming a travel agent as well, you can also hit us up on that same website, send an inquiry. We appreciate all of you guys supporting us, so definitely if this video helps you out, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our vacation adventures. And we are headed off to the next adventure, and we hope all your travels are timeless.